This is a reflection using Gibbs reflective cycle on a matter that happened whilst on placement not too long ago. It involved me and a few young people. We were just standing around, I think it's a classic youth work example, to be honest. Standing around at lunchtime, playing some pool. It was quite a hot day, it was inside. We had a cup of tea, some of the other lads was drinking some squash and, was playing, just basically just relaxing, chilling. So the conversation came up about immigrants and how people take jobs and how comes they're over here and why don't they go away and they don't like them and and I basically challenged them on that, basically explaining that the economy is what it is today because of all these immigrants that have come in. That there's so much provision, so many houses, so much provision in general because of all these foreigners who have come in and taken up these job roles today. The young people, they wasn't having it. They just didn't want to listen. They felt that if there wasn't so many foreigners and immigrants, that there'd be more jobs for them, the people who have rights to this country. But basically, I explained to them, well, majority of us are immigrants anyway. I mean, we've all got immigrant blood in us somewhere along the line. Well, the majority of us have anyway. I mean, I definitely have. I'm sure they have as well. I mean, I explained to them, first of all, I asked them if they have family in England, and they said yes. So I then asked, do you have Welsh family? Majority of them said yes. So then I said, well, if your family's from Wales, then wouldn't they be immigrants as well? And this got them thinking, because they didn't realise that even though they're so against this immigration, this movement of foreign people coming from a different country to support the economy of the country, that they're unaware that they themselves are descendants of immigrants. But even that didn't really get them to stop. But I think definitely in reflection, these young people have thought about that. I think it did get to them in the sense where it sunk in. And my feelings in that, I mean, I was kind of disgusted, not even disgusted, I just knew to myself, well, these are young people, they haven't got a clue. They think they know what they're talking about, they think they understand. All they've been hearing is all this stuff that's been circulated in the media. The majority of it is being circulated through the media, but I mean, it's all being passed through, it's being watered down until it gets to the public, to the streets. It gets from the media to somebody, that person passes it down, that person goes around saying something else about that thing, and it goes through Facebook and then Twitter and Instagram, and and it goes into all these movement groups, and it gets passed down again through that, and then people get the wrong idea, and it gets mixed up and basically just made into nothing. And these young people think they know what they're talking about because all this information they understand and heard of, they understand that information to be truth, and in actual fact it's not actual truth. It's where they feel that that immigrants are here to take over, and that's all they're doing, and taking all our benefits and this, that and other. It's not, because at the end of the day, I mean, the country allows for a certain amount of immigrants in the first place. So even that lack of understanding there just goes to show that, the young people, that goes to show that I have no right to be angry or, upset at these young people. Just, at the end of the day, I just felt like that there was just, they didn't know. I felt sorry for them in a sense because of their lack of understanding or knowledge about the situation altogether. The good thing about the experience was that I got to just talk to the young people in the literally practical and obvious youth work situation. It's just perfect. young people gathering around, playing a game of pool, and a conversation sparks up, and we start talking and start to learn and start challenging ideas and thoughts. And I think that was great. I mean, yeah. Bad thing about the situation is that I suppose if it was in the classroom environment, we could have structured the session, we could have structured it a lot more, we could have kind of put goals and aims and objectives into it all, and we could have, made something out of it. But that's what happens that's what happens in informal education. I think the young people just misunderstood in terms of what sense I can make out of it. Is just that they just do not understand. Just lack of knowledge. It's not fair to ridicule someone for their lack of knowledge, for their lack of understanding. That's all it comes down to. Is there more that I could have done? To be honest, I think I did what I could at the time. I mean, I was unprepared for that, as you are in most occasions. But at the same time, looking back on it, having been through that kind of experience, especially on that subject, the next time it comes around with another group of young people, or possibly the same group of young people, I'll be a lot more prepared, because obviously I've been through it all. Well, I've been through the conversation, and I'll be more prepared and ready for what would be said and how to react and deal with it. If it arose again, I'd definitely welcome the situation. I'd definitely welcome the conversation. I'll just go through the process, as I did, challenging, accepting, understanding, challenging, accepting, understanding. Just process that process, and hope that they challenge, accept, and understand also.